Hello. First of all, can we give a round of applause for the beautiful couple? Congratulations. Because my older sister, Christy, dreams so bold and so beautiful and so big. And I think though still, sometimes the fear of uncertainty or pressure for practicality has held her back at certain times, but I really think that ever since she's met Matt, Christy has never really had to stop dreaming. For one, I think Matt himself is all the things that Christy could have hoped and imagined. He's warm, he's patient, which is super necessary. He's goofy, patient again. He's goofy, he's driven, he's clean, and most of all, he's Irish, very, very important as well. But even more than that, I think there's this dreamlike life that the two of them have already started to build with one another. So for some context, on a couple of occasions, Matt and Christy have already welcomed me into their homes, first in Boston and then Quincy, Mass, and last year for 3 months during COVID in Austin. So you can imagine what the tension and how that all went, which again, I think is also just a reflection of the kind of generosity and love that they extend to all of you guys, all the people here that they care about. But especially in that time, in that last day, I think I got to see firsthand the kind of peace and fun and comfort that these two bring out in each other that allows them to make all these crazy decisions and make this amazing life for themselves. I think they've proven their ability to support one another in really difficult, massive life changes, like picking up and moving here to Austin, which would require them to rebuild their social circles, make massive career changes, all these incredible things. Shout out Chelsea. Not completely rebuild. I think also the fact that they've been adventuring all across the Southwest together, which is amazing when you consider that the most wilderness adventuring we did as kids back in Queens was fending off mosquitoes and rats in Flushing Meadow Park. I know some of y'all remember that. And if you've seen their home together now, you'd see how all the ways that they're already empowering each other for all these great new experiences. Matt, part-time wood shopper, Christy, part-time interior designer and gardening guru. And last but not least, of course, Pepper, their made for Hollywood puppy, who has honestly turned Christy into the Kris Jenner of Instagram, dog Instagrams. But it's not just that their relationship lets them tackle challenges courageously together. It's also the way that it makes them better, bolder individuals. So, a little detour, but something that I always thought was very interesting or cool is that in English, okay, little detour. So in English, the word know has a lot of different uses. You can know how to draw, you can know who the president is, you can know where a place is, and you can know the directions. But the word doesn't really tell you anything about how much you know. But in Spanish, there's 2 words for know. The first one, you can say that you know something like saber, and then you can also say conocer. And I think that's the word that you use to describe something you know more deeply and intimately, a deeper familiarity. Sorry. Well, as I'd hoped, by staying with them last year, yo conocí a Matt. We cooked together, we chilled out together. I listened to him talk about, reflect on how he matured throughout high school and college, and just overall got to see him on a completely different level. So there I was, knowing my then brother-to-be, my now brother, and doing it again in a different light when I saw him go hard to Slim Shady and Van Morrison with Christy, and throw a little bit of sass back at her when she needed to hear it. And what I didn't expect, though, was to conocer my sister, my own sister, all over again. The more grounded and confident adult that she'd become through this partnership, all the different, sides to her that I think being with Matt brought out, the sentimentalities, the humility, a little bit of the softiness, all the things that I think she'd like to say are more my vibe than hers. But I think what it really shows is, again, that trust and support and the fact that they bring out in each other the comfort to express sides of themselves they wouldn't have otherwise, I think. So I don't know, that's what I see out of you guys. I see that you challenge and change each other in all the best ways. And I hope that the two of you hold on to all the excitement and dreaming that can bring forever and ever. I love you guys. I know everybody here loves you guys. You did amazingly. You were beautiful earlier, even when you smacked me in the face while I was trying to fluff your dress. was still perfect. I think that was in line. And yeah, I just want to raise a toast. I don't have a, give me yours. Raise a toast to the lovely couple and the future and the family that we can all create together, all as one. Kisses.
Let's do this. All right, wow. All right, we're here with Christy and Matt. Wow, what a moment. Can't believe we're here. Like to take the moment to thank everyone for coming out here. It's a great opportunity to meet everyone and just see the beautiful union of these two families. I know we're on different sides, but on the dance floor, we'll all get in the middle in a minute. And that's because of the union of these two beautiful people right here. It's insane to think that we're here, and I just wanted to take the opportunity to also talk about how much this person, Christy, means to me and how much I'm so grateful to have Matt join our family and be part of these crazy Dominicans on this side too. So I'm gonna take a minute and do that. So I've known Christy for 28 years now, ever since I was born, actually. It's crazy, I don't know how that worked out. All the way in Queens, and you know, she's always been my big sister. She's been strong-headed, she's been sassy, so good luck with that, Matt. You're gonna kill it there. But the biggest thing was that she's always encouraged me to take risks, to be fun, to be adventurous, to be myself. And I always love telling this story, but this is like when I really realized that, you know, she's my big sister that always pushes me to achieve more than even I can think about. So you're probably looking at this beautifully composed, you know, bride here and thinking, like, is she crazy? No, she can't be. I mean, the Dominicans over here, they know for sure that she is, but I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about it. No, I'm definitely not gonna embarrass her. It's all good. I think it all began actually when, after she graduated from college, she actually started doing marketing. I think she was at Vistaprint, and that was really inspiring for her. I was like, wow, my big sister, she has a job, a steady income, you know, crazy things that coming from a fresh generation, like you always achieve and strive to have. It's really important. But when she was doing that, she, you know, started to look into working in other places too, and she started doing, I think, a part-time at Pokeworks. Was it Pokeworks? It's a poke sushi place. It was very good. Look it up on Yelp. I was like, that's an interesting hobby. I was like, okay, I would have done crochet, but I could work at Pokeworks. Why not? And then she said she was going to work at this nice restaurant, I think Townsend as well, right? Is that the name of it? Yeah. And she was going to dedicate these crazy hours, work these crazy sessions, and do that along with marketing. And I was like, whoa, you're giving up your weekends, you're working crazy hours. What is that about? And you were, I don't even know, you were like peeling potatoes, you were julienning peppers, the whole works. I was like, está loca, this girl, she's going to do 2 jobs and like give up the weekends? What are you doing with your life? And then lastly, she said, very recently, you know, oh, me and Matt, we're gonna move to Austin and I'm gonna go and work full time in the kitchen. And I'm like, all right, this girl's lost it, you know? You've been talking to a psychic, I don't know what you're doing. How are you gonna start at the bottom of a totem pole in a new industry and just go and kill it? And again, like, it was crazy because, you know, first generation, we have these stable jobs and we wanna do this stuff. But I think you knew something that a lot of us didn't know. Maybe the psychic knew, but I didn't know. It was just like, you had this passion inside your heart that you wanted to go and chase this dream. And no matter what your degree was in, no matter what your career, the last couple of years you spent on, you knew that you had a passion for something, and whether or not you made it, you would go and chase it and dream for it. And that really struck with me, and that was really inspiring because I've been scared my whole life to do something crazy like that, and I want to do that, and you continue to inspire me to do that to this day. So that is just like something that has stuck with me since you've done it. And you went for it, you shot for the moon, you went and listened to that little voice in your head that said, hey, you know what, maybe you could do this, go ahead and give it a shot. And it takes a lot of courage to do that. Not many people do that, and that's so inspiring. And, give me a minute. I also lost my place. But and so that's why I appreciate you so much, because it's someone that you go ahead and you continue to push yourself to be great. You inspire other people to be great. And everything that you've accomplished has been so amazing. And it's so amazing because you've accomplished something else today that I think has inspired a lot of people too. And that's your love for each other with you and Matt. And I think that's inspiring all of us to really look inwards, chase your dreams, but at the same time find someone that supports you. And I think Matt is the perfect person to do that. So I'm grateful to have you, Christy, in my life, and you, Matt. I've always wanted a brother. Sorry, Gabby. It's always good to have a brother, I hope you two continue to be there for each other, support each other for the rest of your lives. And it's just amazing what you guys have accomplished so far, and I can't wait to see what you guys will accomplish. So I'm going to skip to the end right there. Here we go. If everyone could raise their glasses right here. A little salud. To Christy and Matt, your friendship, your marriage, and to adding a new plátano con salami to our crazy family out here. Let's go! Woo!
Salud. Let's give Jeffrey and Gabriela a round of applause. Un aplauso, por favor. All right, next up, we're going to invite our best man, Sam Murphy.
Happy to be following that. Thank you, guys. We're a little bit more on the fly in the Murphy family, so we are just going to wing this. I'm going to let you start.
Yeah, I can start.
Where's the teleprompter?
Right.
Their speech was a lot nicer than ours. We'll start with that.
Well, give us time. Let us ease into this.
I do have some notes here,
Okay.
so we can start with that. Sarah kind of ruined my speech because the first half of it was to just rip on her for not being up here. She showed up last minute, so you're gonna get me for like 30 seconds. No, I'm just kidding though. I mean, love Matt, love Christine. Matt took me in like a brother, because I am his brother. But no, I showed up.
good.
I showed up at Matt's house with 2 pairs of clothes and a JCPenney suit. Looked a lot like my cousin Taylor's that he's wearing now, but I only wore it to a funeral. But I could rip on Taylor all night, but I won't.
Keep going.
Well, no, I'm just kidding, Taylor. I kind of love you. But no, Matt, to be honest, Matt's been super generous with me. Like I said, he took me in. I had never had a job that didn't involve me mowing lawns, so he let me sleep on his couch for like $300 a week. And I got a shitty job working at an architect firm. But no, Matt was honestly great. We had a great time together. We were both single for a while. It was a great time. And then we kind of met our wives. Or now wives. And it was even better. I'm just kidding, Christine. I love you. But the whole theme of my speech is really, Matt was my brother. Then I was lucky for him to be my best friend. And we became roommates sometime in between that. But Christine became my friend, then my roommate, and now she's my family. So, I mean, and the worst thing these two ever did to me was moving to Austin, because they left me. But I'm just kidding. Now I have a place to stay, and I love them more than anything. So, cheers to these two. I love you both.
Jamie, that was good.
Sorry, you're still going there.
I mean, that was
Roasted.
good. I think we could call it at that. But no, I'm not a fan of public speaking. But who is? But I wasn't going to miss the opportunity to say something wonderful about my brother, who, as you all know, is one of the greatest guys ever, and just makes me cry looking at you. But I'm so happy for both of you. Christine, when he said Dominican from Queens, I said to head me at hello. As a former Queens resident and a bachata lover, I can get down. I said, she's all right by me. But then I got to know her, and I mean, you're just a wonderful, wonderful person. I couldn't be happier that my brother met you, and I think you guys are a great couple. You complement each other so well, and I'm super proud that you made this move to Austin and started over again, and yeah, I love you, and what a beautiful night, and I've enjoyed getting to know your family, and it's great to see my family and all together, so congratulations. I love you both.